Howdy.
Howdy, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday,
Mo-
everyone.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, yeah. Happy, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever this is. Just whatever. Just
I'm sitting here trying to say hi to everybody that's out in chat, and we've got a grand total of 6 right now. Everybody's kind of filtering in. They were there a few minutes ago, and then they were all left. They waited till it went hot, and then they come back.
oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
We'll just talk for a few minutes and let them
yeah.
meander on in.
They can meander in while I do my griping here in a few minutes. So,
Right. Right.
other than that, how are you doing?
Well, I'm still behind the screen.
Yeah, I see that, ladies and gentlemen.
Um,
Let me explain
yeah.
something. If she's behind a screen, that means there's no filters. This is going to help. Okay.
Not a one in this world, I promise you.
Hey,
Um,
could be worse. You could be like me, a face that only radio loves.
right. So you have to do all the hat wearing today.
What did I do with my hat? Oh, there it is. Well, what's left of it? It's been dropped and kicked and stomped on in the last 2 days. So bad it's not even funny.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
make another one. My first one
You,
did great. That one has been crap.
I don't know. Did you use generic
No, I let
aluminum
another daughter
foil?
do it. Let a different daughter do it for me, and she's not quite as artistic.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, I get it. Well,
Hey,
that first
Smokey, good to
one,
see
you
you there.
definitely look like a Teletubby.
Yeah, Hershey's Kiss. I was told many times.
Oh, that's just they were just trying to be nice and thinking you were sweet.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Anybody that knows me knows better than that right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
See, this is why I have Milky Ways and stuff all around here because there's a certain level of sweetness that I have to maintain. Okay.
Okay. I'm like, okay. All right
Well,
then.
sounded good, didn't it?
I, okay. I'm like, okay. We all know that Randy is not the sweet one of the bunch. He tells you
Nah,
like it is.
pretty much. And usually it offends somebody because I don't quite have. I haven't civilian. I've been out of the army for 14 years now,
Mm,
and I still have not civilianized how I explain stuff to people because there's an old meme out there. It's got a guy sitting there looking at HR or whatever. Listen here, blankety blank blank blank, and then it says what you should have said was, "I hear you. I understand what you're saying. This is why we're doing it this way. This is why." No, it's totally different. When listen here, numbnuts. This is the way we're doing it.
right. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like I don't think I got the softer side of things yet or ever will, should I say. Because when I tell somebody to do something, especially when it comes to work, it's I don't say please
yeah,
because I have that mentality of we're all here to do a job.
yeah.
So,
Get it done.
yeah, it's not like I'm asking you to do me a favor.
Well,
I'm
now
asking
here,
you to do your job.
are you the boss?
Yes.
Then there is no asking. You can be nice about it, say please if you feel like it, but quite
Yeah.
frankly, they're going to do it whether they like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'm one of a few bosses, and this is
Yeah,
kind of like I've never been that person. I figure, we're getting paid, so let's do this. Let's do this
yeah,
job.
yeah. This is professional, not personal. Let's go.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, it looks like everybody is piled in as far as we're going to get.
Well, maybe. Who knows? It depends. I'm about to start a rant that might get some of them in, but anyway, and it's going to be a short rant. It'll be short, but
Okay.
like I was explaining to you before we came on, there's a place in Jacksonville, Texas, called the 1899 Bolton Street House. Okay, I won't bring the lady's name in that owns it or anything because she's not out there. But sometime this last week or so, they had an investigative team. It's much like the Hill House. They bring people in. It's relatively new, only been open about a year and a half or so, maybe two. But they bring in a paranormal investigation team from out of state. I don't know where they're from. She won't give me the name. She won't give me the name of the team. I wish she would because I will definitely be putting them on blast. But this team comes in and proceeds to overnight, sometime early on in the night after she leaves them there and everything, because it's just like a bed and breakfast. You sleep there and everything, do whatever. And they disconnect all her security cameras. Then they proceed to do damage. She didn't tell me about what damage was done or anything. They damaged up several parts of the house. And time out real quick. Canyon, Texas. There's Smoky. Canyon, Texas is down by uh, I believe that's down by San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look it up, but I believe I may be thinking about Canyon Lake. Is what I'm thinking more or less. Canyon, Texas. So I guess it's okay. I mean, it's Texas, so that's all that matters. I mean, that's all that matters to anybody. But no, Canyon, Texas, in Randall County. And I'm gonna give you a map real quick, give you an idea where it's at. It is up by Amarillo, so it's just south of Amarillo. So it is in the Panhandle. I would imagine they probably have snow right now, more than likely.
Probably.
Anyway, so back to my rant. That's your uh scenic overview there, Smokey. You can go with it like
It gives you a visual.
yeah. So anyway, but so these people go in and they do this damage and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I just want her to give me the names. I want the names. I want the name of the group because I want to blast this out to everybody because there is absolutely no reputable paranormal investigative group that would go into a place in any way, shape, or form and do any damage to any place at all.
Yes, not intentionally.
Yeah, not intentionally. Now that to disconnect the cameras means you're going to do something intentionally.
Yes.
Okay. It makes no sense for you to do that in any way, shape, or form. It makes no sense for you to even want them because, quite frankly, those security cameras are there to help back you up too if something happens.
Right.
Okay. So I was hot. I was hot to the point, Hill House actually chimed in too. I guess they put the names out amongst the different locations around. But I told him, I said,
Oh, yeah. Smart.
you need to get it out into the actual paranormal investigative community. I mean, our people that we've got how many different paranormal teams do we have that we know off the top of our heads,
Mm-hmm.
and the name of that group needs to be put out there and they need to be blasted. They need to be blasted hard so they're not accepted anywhere at all. Not even to
Right.
a freaking Paracon, much less anything else.
Right.
So yeah, that was my biggest rant for today. Okay, that was by far my biggest rant. So outside of that, we're gonna have fun. So my rant
Right.
is
Right.
over.
Right.
If
And I
you're
was
out there and you're watching, I'm coming for you. How's that?
right. Well, I was just thinking about that, and you were talking about the Hill House, and I remember seeing a video of somebody actually. I think they broke the railing on
Because
the
they were running down those
stairs,
stairs. Yep.
running down those stairs.
Yep.
That's why we always tell you, don't run, don't
Never.
run.
Never. Because it's nothing there is going to hurt you. It's going to make you hurt yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, it was. Oh, it drives me nuts to think that there's somebody out there portraying to be paranormal investigators, but want to tear stuff to pieces, want to tear stuff up. Why don't you
Right.
go hang with he who must not be named, like to burn down stuff, okay? Instead,
Right. Let's just do that.
yeah. So, anyway, okay. I'm sorry. I'm done ranting for now. For now, stress that. But once I get
I
into a couple of these, it may not be for now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess what you're saying is to anyone out there who does these paranormal investigations
Hmm.
at these locations, if you do something you shouldn't be doing and you are vandalizing property, and Randy finds out, he's going to call you out in a
Oh
big way.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'll call you out on every channel that I'm on, every freaking show I'm on. I will make sure that everybody that I know in the paranormal community knows who you are and what
Right.
you are all about.
Right. All
So,
right.
I mean, sorry, that kind of stuff just gets under my skin and it makes me mad.
Okay. Grandpa ran over.
Grandpa rant over. Okay.
All right. Let's go
All
on.
right. On the other
Let's do
side,
some
though,
stuff.
if Smokey, if you end up moving to Canyon, Texas, welcome to the great state of Texas. We'll let you in for a while.
We'll let you in as long as you're nice. Okay.
Yeah, we tend to not worry about that part till later.
Till later.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll let you in whether we like you or not. So when we decide whether you can stay.
Oh, okay. That's later. Okay. Well, let's go on to our first piece of
Okay.
evidence.
Are you ready?
I am
Because
ready.
here's the write up for it. Taken at the covered bridge in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. That's it. That's it. But it was posted. I didn't mark down. It was posted on 11/27 of 25. So this last week it was posted on Facebook.
Uh,
Yeah. Here I go. I'm gonna start off right now. I can see
okay.
what they're I can see what they're saying,
I can see.
but here's my biggest issue. They destroyed any credibility this had when they started screwing with it.
Uh, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you blew it up. Obviously, I can't tell if it's supposed to be night vision or not, but you can see there's a little bit of a red spot right here, and it's got this thing. And honestly, if you look at it, you can almost see a halo around it, like somebody actually mudged it into this. You know,
The first thing I did when I looked at that, I thought it was a flashlight.
down here,
Yeah. I
yeah,
thought it was a flashlight. That red piece that you were just talking about, I thought
yep.
that they were holding a flashlight.
I I don't think it's that. I think it's something that is. I think it's just when they mess with the coloring and such, and the enhancements. I think it's just a remnant that way. That's just a personal opinion because, like I said, they immediately destroyed the picture when they started screwing around with it, and they didn't know what the hell they were doing. So yeah, I'm saying tinfoil all day long until you show me the original photo.
Right.
Because until then, this is nothing but some sort of fabricated piece of garbage. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
know I'm in a bad mood, so I'm probably saying stuff I normally wouldn't say about some of these things. But
uh,
that's just it's just that
I'm just
doesn't.
thinking that maybe this was something they captured from way down on the bridge and they
Yeah.
zoomed it up so far and
Hmm.
it looks like they've messed with the color,
Yep.
like they've
Yep.
enhanced it some.
Yeah. It looked like
Um,
they almost tried to make it look like it was night vision.
yeah. But when you start enhancing things, it sometimes that will fill in spaces that are not there.
Exactly.
And that is detrimental to what you're looking at. I mean, you need to see some of these things. Like, it may have colored in spots that may have seemed transparent,
Yeah.
and everything is looks like solid. So
Yeah.
I can't
Because
tell anything from this photo either.
no.
I am going to call this tinfoil.
Yep. Because straight out, you got computers. When you enhance the computers, guesstimate, and for lack of a better term, it guesstimates what's supposed to be in that empty spot. Much the
Yeah,
way it does with JPEGs and stuff like that. When it condenses it down, when it expands it back out, it does the same thing.
yeah. Because a lot of these applications that we're using today are filled with AI, and a lot
Yes.
of people don't understand that.
Yep.
So it's not like it used to be.
No.
Yeah,
No.
now
One
it's
bit.
full of AI, so it fills everything in, and it discolors your picture just as what we're seeing in here.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, because this is just
Because I'm
it's
seeing greens and red and
purple.
blue in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all over the place. So I
yeah,
mean, it looks almost like a light spectrum image than it does an actual night vision. But once again, people put that filter on to make it look like that. So,
yes, yeah, they
so
do.
yeah, it's tenfold as far as I'm concerned, all the way around. But
That's
we
what
were talking about that compression bit. That's the same thing on audio too. Most of these audio recorders now have all record MP3, right?
hmm
The old style audio recorders would record waves in stereo. Okay, well, a
hmm
wave is, unless it's got a certain compression algorithm with it, a wave is an uncompressed raw audio. Okay, that's why I like that little one I got, that RCA, that it does wave, and it's uncompressed. It only has 4 hours of recording time, and that's it. So when I pull stuff off of that, I hear stuff that when I switch it to MP3, I can't hear some of that stuff that I hear on the wave. It's
Yeah,
gone.
and you're talking about that too, and a lot of people like to use that noise canceling.
Yeah.
Don't do that either.
Mm-mm. Nope.
It
Nope. You
cancels
want as
out
much
stuff.
squelch and white noise as you can get on some of these things.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just from my own personal experiences, because that white noise holds a lot of stuff. I
Yeah.
usually can pull out voices that, are underneath, that white noise that is being covered up by that. And
Yeah.
once you start canceling that noise out, is what happens. And the
Yeah.
other thing is while we're sitting here talking about it, the sound activation. Don't do
Oh, yeah.
that
Mm-mm.
either.
Let it roll. Just
Just
let it
let it
roll.
roll because you may be missing stuff that is not triggering that sound
Hmm.
mechanism, on your recorder. So just do it on regular and just let it roll. That's your best bet.
Yeah. 100%. So, hey, Tina. Hey, Keith. Nemo's out there somewhere from what I saw a minute ago, too.
Yep.
But
We got Roger and Gary, Smoky Mountain Wanderer, Mickey
Mickey's out
G
there
is
picking on
out there.
people.
Hey girl. Um, Let me see. I'm looking. I don't know who this one person is that was in the very beginning. Um,
Denise?
no, THIB
Oh,
282. This
uh,
doesn't give your handle, guys. I don't know what's going on with this or why.
it's YouTube. It's YouTube.
Yeah, it's
YouTube's
no
done this.
longer giving your YouTube handle. So I
I have to
may not
guesstimate.
know who you are by that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
that's our biggest issue because they've done this for quote unquote transparency now. Because you know how people like to use certain handles and be different and associate differently. Well, that's
yeah,
why they're doing this. You can't go into certain places anymore. And they've been rolling it out. I think it happened on Blondes for a while there, didn't it? Or maybe it was on Rob's channel. I can't remember which.
it's happening on
And
ours too.
yeah, they're rolling it out so people can't be aliases on there anymore. They can't go in there. If you're logged in as that person, that's who you're going to show up as.
Right,
Which
right,
I
right.
can't complain about it. I really can't complain about it. So,
Well, hey, Cheryl, we see you. Hooking Good Creations.
oh
Tina,
good lord,
see,
that's
hey,
I give you a guess as who the Cheryl is. Look at the last name.
right.
That's my sister.
I was gonna say, is that any relation to you?
Yeah, we're not going to claim that right now, but
I don't claim Randy either, but here we are.
yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway, so um, what the heck was I thinking about? I think about something else. I can't remember what it was. I lost train of thought. So I guess we're going to go to the next one. And this one had a little bit more write up to it, but
Okay.
this is posted by Tony Gallagher, and this was a story. Here's a photo of Devil's Den from several years ago. I don't know where Devil's Den is. It didn't tell me. Okay,
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I mean, it sounds something somewhere out west is what it sounds like, but
you would think so, but I mean, I don't know.
let's.
Maybe the soldier is not visible with the naked eye. Upon developing, the man who took it noticed something at the top of the range. He enlarged it and saw it as a Confederate soldier missing part of his arm. And there's another gripe on that one back because that used to be Ghost of London, became Ghost and Paranormal whatever on Facebook or whatever it is now. But anyway, so here we go. I'm going to pull this one up first so you can kind of look. This was about as close as you get to the original.
Yeah. I think we've looked at this before.
Long time ago. I thought we had two, but I didn't want to go digging all the way back to find
And
it.
this is the thing is how are they getting that close up? How are they getting that close up? Because that
There.
close up is awfully detailed,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't even get that close on the supposed
Yeah, you can't see it on that
original.
up there. That's it.
Right.
Once again, what are we talking about? Enhancements. Again, I I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know either. I mean,
Hey, Jason.
I I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no way you get this level. I mean, quite frankly, if I'm looking at that, you see how the rock here kind of goes in front of it or whatever.
Yes.
That's just part of the outcrop to me. That literally, I would not even think about that. But supposedly they didn't see it when they took the original picture. Well, of course you didn't see it because the original picture you're looking at, you see a rock outcropping. That's all there is.
Hmm.
You're not going to take a look at that stuff, but there's no way that that would come from a picture like that.
Yeah. I mean, again, it brings it to the point. Well, he only had one arm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. We don't. If this was a legitimate picture that we could prove was legitimate, which we
Mm-hmm.
can't.
No.
I mean, we all know that spirits come in all forms of manifestations. Some are full bodied apparitions, some are partials, some are just the tops, some are just the bottoms. But, Randy and I always tease that we never see the feet.
No. Never
Um,
once.
yeah. So I mean, maybe if again, this is part of its manifestation that it's not completely in full.
And it could be. It very well could be. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not it, but
Right.
99% of the time when you see something like this, it's not it.
Right. Right.
And the more I look at it, look at the Devil's Den picture, the actual sign here. This is already augmented, if I'm not mistaken. At looking at it, this part's already been blown up as well. Because if he took film and took this picture, the way you talk about developing it, so it had to be film, that should be a lot clearer. So
Yes,
during the
you're
scanning,
right. You're
yeah.
absolutely right.
So this has got red flags all over it from the word go. So
Right. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, especially if you're using film and, you're that close to it, the
yeah,
sign, it should be pretty darn clear.
okay,
You should be able to read it easily.
yeah,
Um,
100%. I'm with you on that. So
yeah,
yeah,
I'm not sold on this.
no, not one bit.
Yeah, and I mean, this could have even been done later. I mean,
Yeah,
the blow up could have been done later. Um,
it could have. It very well could have. And then they might
yeah,
have not. That dude might not have seen it till years down the road too, for all we know.
right. And there's a lot of apps out there that aren't great, but they're free.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot of people will use those. So we just have to keep all that stuff in mind. But I'm not 100% sold on that. I
no,
think the picture has been messed with a little bit.
yeah, yeah. I think it has been. I really do. I think when they scanned it, they probably enhanced it some way, shape, or form, or blew it up when they scanned it in.
Yeah, it does look like a scanned in picture for sure.
So
And
okay,
it's like, because that's how they fix these old pictures that you have. And
yeah,
they've got like folds in it, or the papers kind of like deteriorating, that sort of thing. Well, they scan it in, and then there's your AI program fills in the spots.
yeah.
So
Well, that one was fun. Now we're going to get into one that I think we really need to talk more about. And I don't know if somebody's seen this one before because I've seen it now twice out on Facebook,
mhm,
and I'm still kind of a little. You saw I took my hat off on this one, so
mhm.
I'm really kind of weird because I even downloaded. I got comments and stuff from the people in the galleries and such like this. Okay, but I'll just give you
Yeah,
the quick thing. This guy, I dug around, found in my loft. I found the original photo, quote original photo, attached video of it. I didn't find any video attached to anything, but this is probably taken from another site and then brought onto Ghosts of whatever, or Paranormal Evidence or whatever the case might be.
yes,
They tend to do that a lot. Those boards tend to go out and find stuff and just kind of bring it in without
correct.
even doing anything with it. But anyway, so hopefully this shows that the photo hasn't been photoshopped. On the back, it says Polaroid, which when I'm looking at it, I don't think it's Polaroid unless it's an early 60s type Polaroid. But anyway, on the back, it says Polaroid. Not sure if that makes a difference. Hopefully, the post will be accepted, so forth, so on. just discovered this group joining, and it's just she was in a small town. As a small, I was out in a small canvas for my wall. Okay, I don't know. It's early '70s, supposedly in their garden. Cousin and herself. Arms are wrapped around each other, the waist of the cousin, and one between on the other side. You can see the gap between the legs. It does not look like there's anything there. So, what does everybody think? This is interesting to me. Okay.
All right. So now I have seen something very similar to this before, Randy, and I have
Okay.
talked to you about it.
Have you?
I was talking about the two guys that worked at a factory or a
Yeah.
construction site,
Yeah.
and they're
Okay.
kind of got their arms, same thing,
Hmm.
got a face in the middle and nothing else.
Yeah.
This is the exact same thing, except
Basic thing, right?
these are children, and the other two, were grown adults. It's the
Yeah.
same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to zoom in here to this now. Obviously, you see her arms going around this one's shoulder, and this one comes down and around here, around to the waist of the other girl. Okay. I tend to lean toward this being Polaroid slash film because of these little bits right here, the demulsifications is what these are. That's where the color of the film itself, of the print itself, has kind of deteriorated. Okay, and it's got another spot down here that does the same thing. Okay,
Okay. So
they're
my
not
only
orbs.
problem with this picture
Uh huh.
is that the color. Now I
Yeah,
know that Polaroid deteriorates, but it will still show color.
but this
This
is a
has
different
none.
era of Polaroid, is what I'm thinking, because we're talking about early '70s now. We're not talking about the Polaroids we had in the late '70s and '80s. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the old early Polaroids.
Are you talking about the film or are you talking about the camera?
Yeah, it's a film. It's a Polaroid, but it's a film. It's still a quote unquote instant, but it's not. It's one of those you peel it out and then you got to peel the film away and do that kind of stuff with it. That was from like '65 to '69 that they were really popular in the States. Maybe '75. It was before the automatic one that spit it out to you. You used to have to
Okay.
actually open the back, pull it out, and then separate the film from the little covering from the actual Polaroid picture itself.
Okay. Because the picture that I was telling you about,
Yeah,
same exact color, but it was
really.
done. But I'm saying this was done like maybe 20 years before this one.
Wow. And that could be. I'm going off of what's written here. I'm just going off. It said early '70s early '70s, and it says Polaroid on the back. So most of the Polaroids you get don't say Polaroid on the back, other than just down at the bottom. In that print.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I know that the older ones that you had to pull out and peel, which is why Kodak's little Selectmatic, remember their instant camera they had for a while, that got
Hmm.
taken out because they copyright infringed on Polaroid. But anyway, the Polaroid, you pull it out of the back of the camera and then you separate it. Okay, you have to peel it off and separate it and such. And I was sitting there looking through this one. I was like, okay. She said that you see the gap between the legs. Okay, and can't see any lower body at all. Okay, and I kind of
Hmm.
tend to go with it, but you get a little bit more of a shadow over here. See this right here, and you can't see anything down around the inside of the leg, but that looks like there's something else right in here. You know what I mean? It's not you
This
see
is just
what I'm talking about?
this is just too similar to that other photo. I'm telling you, there's something
Yeah,
up with this. It's too similar.
yeah,
It's the same exact scenario.
yeah, 100%. But I honestly think, as I was sitting there looking at the comments, and I started looking at it closer. I really think it's a perception thing. I think they're just misperceiving what they're seeing here because this person behind them is a little bit bigger than them. It looks like, I bet money, she's stooped over a little bit, bent over, and is sticking her head right there as they're taking a picture, because I think this is part of her body. And maybe, how you got your butt up in the air type thing and you bend over to get in between somebody's head or something like that, the smaller kids. And I think this might be part of the leg down here.
That's
You can't see
possible.
you can't see any daylight between her shins right here at all, which you can over here. So is her leg back there? That lady's leg back there? And I say lady, it might be just an older child too.
I don't know. Back the picture up so I can see the whole thing. Um,
Because there's something behind them right there.
yeah, it's possible.
So while I don't think it's a quote, I don't know if it's paranormal per se. I think it's a misidentification. But you would have thought if you were one of the cousins, you'd know if somebody was there next to you and somebody stuck their head between y'all like that.
Oh, goodness me. It does kind of look like that, like somebody bigger and like bending down.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in right down here real quick because I just noticed something down here because can't see her feet. You can see where their shoes are at. I can't tell if there's something right there or not. It's too hard to tell. But you definitely can't see between her shins at all. And I think her legs are too skinny to bulge out like that.
Yeah,
And this looks like I hate that somebody with a spread leg back there. I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything, but somebody's kind of spread leg and bent down.
it could be.
And
Yeah,
she's older than them.
yeah.
So what's your main thoughts? I mean, honestly, I mean, you told me about the other one. Did you ever send it to me?
No, I can't find it now. I mean, I saw it the one time and then I went to go back and find it and I cannot find it, but it is exactly like this.
Mm-hmm. Now we saw something like this before too with that other gentleman, the four people that were in that one um, picture. They were
Yes.
dressed up, and that bigger guy had what looked like some little kid behind him,
Yeah.
and they said there was no kids there. Obviously,
Hmm. I
I
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't know. I mean, I think you're onto something with that.
Yeah, I think it's just a misinterpretation or
It's a
I
visual.
don't
It's
want
an
to say
optical illusion.
yeah, that kind of deal because it's like you're looking at it, you know she's there, but you can't see anything else just because of the
Yeah.
way. But you would have thought whoever took that picture when it first came out, they would have freaked out right then and there.
Right. Right.
So
Well, I like I said, I think you're onto something for sure.
I think they know who it is. I think they were there, and I think the lady is either
Because this thing would
not
have
the original people.
surfaced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long
this
time
thing
ago.
would have surfaced a long time ago and
Hmm.
been one of the main things out there for paranormal evidence.
Well, yeah. What was that picture of the Royal Guard, the Royal Air Force picture? Remember with the guy that's in the back that had been a Royal Navy, and the guy
Yes.
was in the back. You know the blurred uh, in the picture, just back behind everybody else.
Yes.
That's been out, and everybody's seen that 5 billion times. This would have
Hmm.
been up there with it if it had been even thought of as being
Yeah.
at that level.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm going to say
I'm not gonna
misinterpretation.
call it tinfoil because it's an actual
No,
photo. It's just an
yeah,
optical illusion.
I think so too. Yep, 100%. But that's why I figured we'd sit a little bit more time on that. But then I started looking at it closer. I'm like, well, honestly, I can't see nothing between those legs, and her leg looks too big at that point right there. So yeah, I don't think I'll say tinfoil, but I'm going to say yeah, no,
Yeah. Well, there's a question out here, and I want your answer first.
yes. Where we at? Where we at?
It's from Riley, and they're like, "Well, why are we not getting like photos of Bigfoot? Why are they all blurry?"
Where was this one at? I don't see it.
It's up there ways. I didn't go back all the way to it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Riley, I tell you why. Because Bigfoot's awesome and it knows how to hide. And quite
Yeah,
frankly,
because
honestly, this is the honest God truth. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say all these are just hoaxes or BS or whatever. the biggest thing is most of these people that are going out there and capturing these pictures that we're seeing aren't expecting to see what they're seeing. So they're immediately the adrenaline's going to kick in. They're going to, if they even recognize it at the time, or they're not centering on it at all because they're not even thinking about it and they see it later on. So I think a lot of it has to do with pure D nerves, adrenaline, and just wanting to try and capture this infamous picture thing that's going to blow the whole world out of the water. And it doesn't ever work that way because most time they're doing this
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. That's
And
true.
you can't do it. You got to figure all these shows we watch with all these clear pictures of animals and stuff are professional photographers who have been out in the field for months at a time to capture the perfect picture. And that's it. That don't exist in this realm at
Right,
all.
right.
You got weekend warriors out there with their cell phones and whatever camera they can slap on their hand and go at it. You're not going to get clear stuff with it, no matter what. So
Yeah.
blob squatch is a thing.
Yeah, it definitely is a thing. I mean, we can also go with many accounts and or uh encounter stories, all these other kind of things.
Yeah.
We can shift to the woo side,
Yep.
and
Well, you can.
with
You can.
yeah, I can. Um with the infrasound and things like that,
Yeah.
creating a vibration, which is going to create a blur.
Yep.
Um, there's I wouldn't call it an encounter because I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but I watched everything blur in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is all kinds of stuff that happens out there,
Yep.
and I don't think there is any right or wrong answer here.
Well, and I'm a firm believer in infrasound. Don't get me wrong. I don't consider that part of the woo because other animals in nature do that. They create an infrasound.
Hmm.
So, you know, that's an easily explainable thing. But as far as quote unquote disappearing into a portal, then we're gonna have a serious talk. Okay.
All right, right. I mean, I want to find out more, and you're like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. But that's good. That's
yeah,
both ends of the coin. We there was the old saying in the military treaty realm: trust but verify.
right, right.
So,
But like I said, it's just there's so much going on
hmm
that yeah, I mean the last thing that you're thinking of is getting a great picture. You're just trying to get anything. You're just trying
yeah,
to get a picture, a video,
yeah.
anything that you can grasp onto. And that's
Well,
why I believe that a lot of it is that's why we have all the blob squatches.
well, yeah, and quite frankly, we can go back to Patty. Go back to the original Patterson Gimlin. I showed that whole thing on here one time.
Hmm.
The original, uncut, unmessed with anything, and y'all saw how shaky that was. That's
Hmm.
how hard it is to get yourself settled when you number one when you're surprised. Number two, you're trying to navigate fields and footfalls that you've never walked across before, other than on horseback. And then you're trying to get down and steady, and then frame it. Then you got to frame it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Those things weren't just point like with the cell. He had to get that up to his eye and frame it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So there's a whole bunch that goes into that.
Well, yeah, and we as humans are constantly moving. Even when we're sleeping, we're moving. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we take a, when we sleep, we breathe. We
hmm
have eye movement. We have twitches. There's all, the people snore. I mean, like I
Yep.
said, we are constantly moving in even in our sleep, even though it's subtle. If you just try to stand still for any length of time, you can't do it because your body's constantly moving. And there's
Um.
a lot of people saying it's because of the earth is rotating, it's moving, so we're moving.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many explanations out there. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. It's
No, there's not. And anybody that
whatever you
claims to be an
believe
expert
in.
is wrong.
Right. There are no experts. I
No.
promise.
Nemo, I just threw that up there because Nemo put it up there, and I've been watching Todd um, Gatewood. I think his name Gatewood. I've been watching Todd Gatewood and his diving into it now. I don't know the actual status of the original Patty film, the actual film itself. I do know there were copies made of it, of the film itself, onto other film, not just digitized and such. Uh, but supposedly it was lost at one point, and I don't know how or why. I haven't dug into it. I'm not for sure. Um,
No,
it's just
I'm pretty sure that Bob has an original copy.
yeah, an original copy. But like I said, the actual original film that was in that camera, I don't know. I don't know if Patterson's wife
Well,
still
yeah,
has it.
I mean they're pretty much all gone now, so it may be lost, but I'm pretty sure a family member or something, has
Yeah,
the original. But are they going to
yeah,
give that up? Absolutely not.
yeah. And Riley said right. Yeah, the original is lost to us anyway. We don't know
Yeah,
if there's somebody close to them that has it. That's but
yeah.
supposedly that, like I heard the same thing.
I think it's lost to the public.
Yeah. And quite frankly, when you're watching them and you're watching the copies that are out there, don't get me wrong. I'm just going to say this straight out because watching Todd and the way he's going through it and stuff, and how he explains everything, because he's not a Bigfoot researcher per se. He is a quote unquote restorer. That's what he
Mhm.
does. That's his business. Is he restores stuff and film and such like that, and old tapes. And he said on the last one, he's like, or one of the first ones he was doing, he's like, if you're going through it and you don't see the little, uh, if you see the little print lines, the teeth lines, the little marks on the side that you see in film, you know what I mean, like on a countdown, like a film marker. He said
Mhm.
if you don't see those, then you're not looking at a original copy. He said not necessarily the original, but an original copy. You should be able to see those on every
Mhm.
frame that's being scanned.
Mhm.
If you're not seeing that, then it's a digitized copy.
Yeah.
So,
But like I said,
but he
I
he knows more than I got. I tell you that right
yeah,
now.
yeah. I believe somebody has it and they know they have it. It's just,
Yeah,
I mean, with a piece of evidence like that, would I want the whole world to know that I have it? No. I wouldn't want people hounding me for it.
now one bit. I want him to leave me the hell alone about it
That
because
that's right. I
that's
mean,
what's happening to him.
oh yeah, because you know that there's so many copies out there. Why would you need the original? You don't need the original.
Yeah, not one
The
bit.
original has already been verified. It has been legitimate. Say it for me. It's
Legitimate.
already legitimized, or it's legitimate. Let's just say that
Yeah.
it's a legitimate copy, not enhanced, not messed with in any way.
Hmm.
And so, why would you need to show it again?
Yeah, and
Because
yeah,
you know what you have at that point. You don't need to, give it out to everybody. Because I'm sure there
yeah,
are a bunch of people that would love to get their hands on it.
and as long as they're maintaining it or keeping it, where it needs it, because that film has got a shelf life on it, so keeping it too long, it may disintegrate on its own anyway.
Right.
But if they're keeping it temperature control, humidity control, stuff, there's no telling how long they can keep it as long as they're taking care of it. But
I
yeah,
mean,
outside of that, everything
I
else
guess
is all copies.
right. And I would be afraid to give it to like the Smithsonian or to something else
Yeah.
because it may never see the light of day again anyway,
Well,
even
with as
though
many
it
copies, yeah, but with as many copies that are out there, even I say original copies. We're talking about the original copies of the original film on
Mhm,
film themselves. There's
mhm.
so many of those out there, from what I understand. That I mean, even the Smithsonian had the original, which I don't think the Smithsonian would make it disappear. I think the Smithsonian would actually do their best to try and restore it and try
Yeah, we
to
we w- we as
display
the
it.
public would never see it, but it would still be yeah,
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 it's tough to say because I think they try and display it as part of the. It wouldn't necessarily be the Science and History Museum side, but the American History Museum side, yeah, it'd be all in there.
yeah. I think so too. If it well, not until the government recognizes that Bigfoot's real. Not that it's not, because it is real, and not
Yeah.
that they haven't said things that kind of, you know, lean towards that it's real.
Yep.
Until they recognize it, like they have aliens now, until
Hmm.
they recognize it, they would have to keep that under wraps.
I beg to differ. They have not recognized that aliens are real. They recognize that there is unexplained aerial phenomena. They have not acknowledged that it's all of extraterrestrial sources. That's where a lot of people were getting confusing with me on that because I was like, they're claiming they're aliens. Then you go back and watch all those briefings. Not once did alien come out of anybody's mouth. Unexplained aerial phenomena, UFO or whatever is what's being said. It's not saying that any of it is extraterrestrial at all. They're just saying they haven't identified
Okay. I will.
it unless you
I
have something
will.
I don't know about.
I do. I do, but we're not going to go with that right now.
What? You're not gonna tell
Yeah.
me? Come on now.
We're not going to go with that. Now, I can tell you a little bit. There is a representative from Tennessee who has been in on this
Yeah.
phenomena since day
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
He has said alien, alien,
Oh, okay. Well,
alien. Okay, so there is more than just the unidentified flying phenomena. So it's more than that. It's like
okay.
that's why the big talk of reptilians are coming in and
Yeah.
all of this other kind of, that's why this is all coming up to a head
Then
because yes.
we need to sit there and have a show on that alone and talk about that one because, quite frankly, I haven't heard the guy. And if he's the one asking the question, he's just throwing it in there, as far as I'm concerned. But if he's one of the guys that's actually providing evidence, there's a different story. That's the only thing I say. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah, well, I will I
Riley.
will I will actually throw you a video
Okay,
where
yeah,
he
do it,
actually
please.
says it.
Okay, cool.
I think I did it already, but you might have
Yes,
missed it.
I must have
Yep.
because I, like I said, it usually 9 times out of 10 when we're talking about UFO or stuff like that, I just kind of blow it off because, quite frankly, I'm not arrogant enough to believe that we're alone in the universe to start with.
Heck
So
no, we're not even alone here on Earth. I
I don't
mean,
think so either. So
yeah.
yeah, if you see something UFO related, if it doesn't fit the norms of scientific, knowledge, then yeah, you've got a UFO slash of alien origin. Quite frankly,
And yeah, I mean, if it's this is my thing. If it's indigenous,
yeah,
how can we call it alien? I mean,
exactly.
I got questions. I'm just saying I've
Oh,
got
oh yeah,
questions.
we're going down a rabbit hole now. We're going down a rabbit hole
We
now.
so are. We so are, and we are so sorry.
No, no, no. We're gonna schedule a show just to do that, to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's what we just said. Down the rabbit hole we go with this. Um,
But
yeah, there's a lot of things that have been. I'm not going to say leaked to Facebook because it wasn't just on Facebook. It was
yeah,
just on media, social media in
social
general.
media in
It's been
general. Yeah,
everywhere. And this person is candidly talking about it. And everything that I had said about possibly these things residing under the ocean, because heck, we can't even get down to the bottom of the ocean, you
no,
know, and things like that. And this is what he's saying is this is actually a real thing. This is
yeah,
what's happening. And this is a representative that is from Tennessee. And he has been the one person, I think there's like maybe four or five that have been there since the very beginning when
well,
all of this started coming out.
and I understand what you're saying, but my other question then, once again, is he the one that's up there asking the questions, or is he the one giving the evidence? That's the thing, because
He's the one.
anybody up there has
He's the one out there that is asking the questions, but he has
gotten some
answers.
answers. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I can dig. I mean, but like I said,
Yeah. He
most
will
times
tell
somebody says
you.
we're having a congressional hearing, I'm like, I don't want
Yeah.
to hear those
And
stuff shirts talk.
and you always hate to listen to it, and I'm gonna tell you
Oh
why.
yeah, yeah.
Because they tell you everything, or they tell you what they know, or what
Hmm.
they can tell you, and then they can't reveal the source.
Yeah, and that's no good. That's
Oh,
no good.
it just makes me want to, like, I don't know, poke somebody in the eyeball.
How many times have we sat here on this show and on other shows that I've been on and said, when people come on, well, I can't tell you who said this, then it doesn't happen. If you don't have facts to back yourself up, it did not happen. I don't care. If you say, hey, I experienced this, okay, fine. But if you sit there and tell me so and so did this and we've got a picture of this, and here's the picture, but I can't tell you where it's taken, and I can't tell you when, I can't tell you, then you don't have anything. Okay. You got a
Right.
picture that we don't know anything about, which means nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And Riley says, what does that say? I can't read it.
which one?
The last one.
Oh, yeah. Why we need a government to tell us what's real? You're right. We don't. If you've seen them and you know they're real, it don't matter what the government tells you. What they're trying to do, what the people that are trying to get this disclosure stuff done, is they're trying to get the government to admit that the government has stuff that they've been hiding for years.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
That's what it's all about.
I do need the government to tell us what's real. You know why? It'll shut some of these skeptics the hell up
Yeah.
and we won't have to deal with it anymore.
And then, she's on
Because
that end of the spectrum. I'm on the other end saying, what if they don't tell us that? And I'm sitting back here laughing at everybody who put all their money on the fact
yeah,
that there
well,
was there.
it's kind of like you get tired, and
Yeah.
I know a bunch of us in this chat and
Yeah.
have had experiences, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
people go, "Oh, that ain't real. That ain't real." Yes, it is. I saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not here to prove it to you,
No,
but I'm just telling you what I
this is what
saw.
I saw. Yeah. And how many
Yes.
times have we told people that have given us viewers or chat people who have sent in, photos and stuff. And I've told her, I said, just because I see this doesn't mean it's what you saw. What it means to you means a whole lot more because you were the one that experienced it.
Right. It's like I know what I saw. I am not crazy.
Yeah. So,
And I have witnesses. Matter of fact, I have 10 witnesses to what, not necessarily what I saw personally, but
yeah, yeah,
everything that leads up that uh, actually validates everything that I talked about.
yeah. And
You know,
that's a big thing.
their experiences were different, but they were there too.
In fact,
Yeah.
this
I'm just saying.
I want to show this here real quick because this is my red circle stuff for the day. Just because, I mean, this was literally put out there. Now everybody sees this little thing right here, right? You know what that means, right?
See what little thing where?
This little thing here in the this little thing
Oh
here in the
yeah,
corner. You know
yeah,
what that means, right?
yeah.
Now, it's an AI. Okay, we got an AI. All right, now I'm gonna read this to you real quick. Creepy image taken from the Pitt family security camera footage, and it was the family is in York County, Pennsylvania. Okay, they woke up to footsteps, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's a full paragraph, and about 3:40 in the morning, they wake up to heavy foot walking upstairs. This is what they caught, quote unquote. Now, this is what this one is. Now, the next one, it says, I see someone pointing up the stairs with, this is from the comments, mind you. People take these and do things with them. Someone pointing up the stairs with two children in front of them carrying a doll. You can clearly see the hand and the arm and the finger pointing. Wow. Really?
Yeah,
What do you
sure.
think? I don't
I
see no doll.
I I
Yeah.
can't with this picture.
Yeah. Oh, we're not done yet. I got another one. The
Oh,
next one
oh,
says
I did want
the
to say
ghost.
something to that. I did want to
What?
say something.
What?
They're like, oh, they heard heavy footfall, upstairs.
Hmm.
You only need to
Walking
be
up the stairs.
scared. You only need to be scared if you don't have it upstairs
Yeah. Now you hear that up there. Yeah. Then you're in the attic or rafters, and you don't want that.
or on top of your roof. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead.
Tin roof and a clackety clack clack clack.
That's right. Okay, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
hear that. It
Next.
better be dadgum reindeer.
Yeah, next.
The next one says those ghost is stacked. I'm telling you, that's exactly the way it's written. Those,
What?
those ghost is stacked. Okay.
Oh, stop.
I know. I just couldn't help it because the red circles, I loved it. So yeah. Hmm.
Okay, and I know everybody can't see me, but I swear to God,
Your eyes are rolling, aren't they?
I have got my tinfoil hat on trying to save every brain cell I have. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Okay. Well, here's another one for you though. just because I want to push this one through because it actually is a 3-picture set.
Well, and that's legitimate because we say you need 3.
Well, yeah, 100%. On the series says a friend of mine is still photos. It was still photos. He says it was a patient during an overnight sleep study. The clinic where this video was not known, and the patient was undergoing the study with video to determine its exact circumstances for his condition, and so forth, so on. Sleep apnea study type thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So they were completely mystified, quote unquote. Here's the first one. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna back it up to the regular size. I'm gonna let you see them just like this first. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now as I zoom in, what do you see right off the bat?
Uh oh, that's a terrible picture for number
Yeah,
1.
yeah, and 100%, yeah, 100% bad pictures to start with. But it's supposed to be night vision, it's supposed to be a sleep study. Yeah, one thing I don't see is I don't see a heart monitor running anywhere. Which anybody that's ever been in a sleep study knows you have a heart monitor on you.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is that we'd have to look it up, but when they started the sleep apnea studies, that bed may be a little older.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But here's the one I was talking about. Look at this right here, where this apparition or whatever is starting to come in. Look at that line right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Kind of too perfect, shall we say?
Yeah, there's a line right there. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So that one. Then we cut to this one. The line's still there, but I think it might be maybe it's this bedside table. Maybe you think that could be it? I just noticed that.
It just
Yeah.
looks a little weird.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
if
you're
it's
right,
coming
but
across, yeah,
it looks a little weird
especially in
with
the
that
first one.
first shadow coming through.
Yep. And then it gets to here, and it's away from it. Now you can see clearly that it's the bedside table. I just looked at it wrong. See, I can make a mistake
We
every
all
once in a while.
do. We all do.
Nuh-uh, I don't. This is the first one ever. But
Uh,
here's what here's what I was trying to say. I was going to do that, but now I got to take it off because I made a fool of myself. But anyway, I didn't notice this before, but look how it's graying out the bed rail.
oh, back up to the first picture.
Okay, same thing there.
Okay, hold on. I'm waiting for my other screen to go.
Okay,
Okay, now go to the second one.
okay, it moved.
I'm looking at the guy's face
Uh huh.
that's supposedly laying there.
Yeah.
Did that change some?
Well, let me look back and see. Yeah, it looks like he moved over. He moved his head over.
Yeah, or
He's
something.
laying flat right there. Then it looks like he's looking at it almost.
Kinda.
Well, let's just see at this last one, and it looks like he follows it anyway. Okay, yeah, you're right. He follows it all the way through. He sees this thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, okay.
Unless he's so dead asleep, he's just turning his head. But I find that hard. Once again, I find that hard to believe with no heart monitor in the room.
Yeah, there's no heart monitor.
I mean, you've got an IV rails up here that's going to hold the IV, but I
Well,
don't see anything.
unless they've got they do have new heart monitors that fit on the front. They plug you in and you wear it. Like
Yeah.
they'll put you in a gown and they'll put it on the front of your gown, so it hangs around your neck like. So
Hmm.
he may be sleeping with it.
Could be, I guess. Yeah, the only reason I didn't because when I did mine, it was they put it on me, but it was still hanging up. It came out and hang up on the edge, off the edge of the bed. So I mean, maybe it could be on that other side too. I mean,
Well, yeah, my mom had the heart monitor, and there's a lot of people I know have had them. And they normally like they'll fit in a pocket, or they'll hang around your neck, or you just lay them in the bed next to you. So you may
Yeah,
not see that, but it's the whole um
it doesn't feel right.
it.
And you're right, he's
But
moving.
that's new. But I'm looking at the picture, and it looks very old. Like this is before, so there should be a heart monitor there. But like I said, that bed looks extremely old.
Old. Yeah. And I can't tell on the side here if there's a phone there or not. But yeah, you're right. That bed looks completely out of place.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know about anybody else if you see this in chat, but sleep apnea is not something that has been dealt with except for in recent
Yeah.
decades.
Last
Um,
20 years, maybe.
yeah, yeah, I would go with that. And
I
that bed
like what
looks
right.
way older than that.
I like what Riley said there.
Russian sleep experiment from creepypasta.
Yeah.
It's possible. Now let's take a
Now,
look at this thing. Let's take a
well,
look at
wait a
this
second.
thing.
He
Okay.
he's like, not necessarily. His sleep study was a wristwatch with a finger connector to the monitor. See that's
See?
totally different what mine was. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I guess it depends. Of course, I dealt with the VA, and of course, they're going to use the oldest crap they got, whatever they got for free for the most part. So yeah, it is what it is as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean, so he could be right. We could be seeing this what we're talking about. So anyway,
Yeah.
so now we're going to zoom in. You want to zoom in on this bad boy right here, right?
Yeah, let's look at it because I'm not sure of what this thing is.
And me neither. But obviously, we see that his head's kind of following it, or we think it is anyway.
It looks like a kind of a piece of fuzz.
Or maybe a bug going across.
I'm not even thinking a bug. It looks like fuzz.
Yeah, kind of. But if you're in a hospital, I mean, look how big it is on this one though. And you know,
That doesn't mean like a piece of string could have gotten stuck to the
yeah,
camera.
yeah, it could be right up next to the lens, and we can't tell. You know what I mean? Because it starts
Right.
off down here, and then we got there, and it the way it's curved, it's like it does not move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it holds the same
Same shape.
shape.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, that tends to tell me that there's something blowing by the camera or something on the lens that's doing that. That's not changing shape.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I
Looks like a
said, if it's a
Cheeto.
piece of fuzz or something, you could possibly see through it, especially if it's like stuck to the camera lens.
Yeah. Um, that's the
Um,
only thing I can think of because, quite frankly, if you would think if it was an entity of some sort, we would see more movement of the body itself. I mean, just
I
like
think I, I think
that's
that
one
it
of
would
those things.
change shape as it
Yeah,
moves.
I would think so too. So while I'm not going to say tinfoil completely, yeah,
Yeah,
and if it's in a
that is
hospital,
an explanation.
yeah,
I mean, that is an explanation.
no,
Yeah, I'm not going to say tinfoil, but
no,
you're right. It's explainable and it can be recreated.
I think so too. And like I said, didn't even think about a light reflection in the hallway. I mean, that could easily be it.
Right?
That would not. That way, it wouldn't. The shape of the object wouldn't change, but its movement would. So,
Right.
so yeah, it is what it. I can't say tinfoil on it, but I can't say it's real either. Or it's
Right.
probably we're gonna say it's probably a misidentification.
There you go. That's what I'm
Wow,
thinking.
wow. I look up and we're at an hour and four.
I
Is
know.
that quick?
Hour and 5 minutes already.
The heck?
I
Okay,
know.
I got one more red circle. I think we looked at this one, but I can't remember if we did or didn't. But I got this one. I knew I saved it a while back. I don't think I actually uh, brought it up, but this is another. We're getting into the cryptid area now. Comes from our friend Winnie at crypto. What the heck was that? Crypto, whatever it was on Facebook. Damn it, I can't remember the name of the stuff. Crypto. Crypto something. I'll
Sorry,
tell you in a minute.
Winnie, you can't remember.
Winnie, I'm trying to remember. It's one of those things.
It's old
Cryptozoology
timer.
facts. Sorry, cryptozoology facts. She's the one with the cat out there. Shows her
Yes.
fat, smoky cat every so often. But Winnie, she's a great fountain of information because she goes out, finds this stuff, and posts it out there. Doesn't say yes or no or whatever. She says, "Hey, here it is. What do you think about it?" Type thing.
Right.
Well, this one came out a few weeks ago, really originally. Okay, and this is supposedly the Watts Valley wolf ape, is what it's called. The strange beast that tends to be seen in Fresno County, California. The creature is often described as having an ape-like face, fully covered in gray hair, but has human-like hands and feet. One of the more odd stories of the wolf ape was that when it broke into a single room schoolhouse. The creature terrorized the students and teacher who using their desks climbed into the rafters of the building to get to safety. The wolf ape ripped into everybody's belongings, eating their lunches before leaving the building. Okay. You
Wolf
didn't
ape.
describe any
Are you
didn't
serious? Wolf ape?
Wolf Ape Man. It's Wolf Ape Man. Okay. For the fans of South Park, it kind of goes along with Man Bear Pig or Scuzzlebutt. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
got it. I mean, wolf ape man. Okay,
sorry, I lied. Watts Valley Wolf Ape. That's what it is. You're right. Wolf Ape.
wolf ape.
Wolf Ape.
Okay, so yeah, right there, the name has got me
Yeah.
questioning everything.
Right off the bat.
Yeah,
And I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a more obscure picture in my life.
I don't even know what that is.
No. I mean, I see what could be a hind leg of something, but that right there could easily be a mountain lion walking the other way.
Heck, it
I
could
don't
be
see
a
it.
horse for all I know.
Yeah. I mean, it just, what is this thing supposed to be?
What is it?
I mean, honestly.
Hey,
I mean,
anybody in chat got any ideas on what that is?
anybody
Let us
live out
know.
in Fresno, California? Yeah, it looks like three legs from afar, but I'm guessing that they're saying that the other front leg is in front of this hind leg here. Or maybe that's the front leg coming toward us. I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
uh,
Like I said, sometimes things get put out there that you're just like, oh my god, oh Donnie's here.
he said it's alien, one thousand
Artur-
percent.
is it Arturian?
Ah,
Oh
God.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No, no.
Nobody has any really good guesses.
I think it's just an indigenous daggum animal there from something. I still think it's
Again,
more
it looks
likely.
like a picture that was taken from far, far away.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least it's
It looks more believable.
more high def, I should say. It's more
Yeah.
high def than the rest of them because you can see this is pretty clear on these pieces of wood over here. But okay, it's still if you caught it on a trail cam, I'm assuming that's what they caught this on because if you're out there and you took a picture of it, I think I'd be a little bit more scared than that if I took that picture right now. Okay.
Well, that ain't a very good trail cam because I'm telling you what, I
No.
mean, because everything up close looks great. You get beyond that tree that's right up on top of the camera, and then
Hmm.
everything looks bad.
Yeah.
Get your new trail cam, please.
Yeah. 'Cause if it's walking away, shouldn't I have more than just this one picture?
Yeah, you should. You should have it entering the frame and then leaving the frame. You should have quite a few pictures.
Yeah, you would think so. And if it's set up properly, you may even have a video.
That's that's true.
So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I don't think so, guys. Unless you set it up to take a picture and not take any other pictures after that, at all. Which you have to physically go in and tell it not to do it. So because almost all of them right out of the box are going to do three
The
pictures
video.
minimum in a
Yeah.
video.
Yep. Yep.
Someone bending over. Yep, 100%, Diane. It could easily be someone bending over.
Yes, absolutely, Diane.
So I don't know about the moose though, Riley. I don't know about the moose.
Yeah, well, again, we've already said they needed a new trail cam.
Boy, that sucker's got a lot smaller,
Uh, uh,
small moose, and it's in Fresno, California, supposedly. So is there moose in Fresno?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not in Fresno.
Then again, I didn't know there were woods in Fresno, so that ought to tell you something.
I don't know. I'm sure there are somewhere.
Bound to
On
be.
the
Yeah, this
outskirts.
city park somewhere or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna say we're gonna go with I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, not,
I
not
can't
even
even tell you
close.
what it
That's the
is.
thing. Yeah, I'm not even close to knowing what it is, honestly, because it just
But
does not make any sense.
yeah, but I'm definitely not gonna call it a wolf ape. I am so sorry. That is not going to happen.
Yeah, no, no.
That sounds like a made up name.
That's exactly. Oh, it broke into a one-room schoolhouse. How many one-room schoolhouses do you have in Fresno, California?
Uh, just the museums, where they kept the original schoolhouse, and they keep it as a museum type thing. But
So,
I don't think any are in operation in Fresno.
well,
Okay.
here's the other thing. They, it breaks into the schoolhouse. They have time to erect some sort of ladder with their desks and get into the rafters. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just
Somebody didn't think that out.
no.
They
They
didn't think it
copied it
out.
off of a Little House on the Prairie daggum book and put it on there is what they did.
There it is. There it
Anywho,
is.
that's all my brain can handle. I can't
That's
take
it.
anymore. It's
I
mollified. Hey,
yeah.
just want everybody to remember. Look right here. You see that, right? Okay.
I think we have lost brain cells, even though we
Oh,
tried to protect them. I think
every
we're
week I
done.
lose them. Remember, I see all this stuff before y'all do, and I see a lot more than y'all get to see. Bristol
Yeah. So
knows.
he
Bristol, if he's out there, Bristol's out there on those same boards with me, and he usually laughs at my comments on them. So,
right, right. Anyway, so well, what's going on is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, the Blondes are taking over the front porch. So make sure you
yeah,
tune in. 8 p.m. Central, Texas front porch. We will be there. Um, let me see. We got Wednesday, truth or tinfoil kind of thing. We've got Donnie Cho bringing us something from a haunted location,
yeah.
and he's bringing the pics, ladies and
Now I
gentlemen. He's
want to see it.
bringing the
I want to
pics.
see it. Yeah.
Right, right. So we'll get to talk about this haunted location and all the stuff that has to go with it. Thursday night on Blondes and Booze at 8 p.m. Central, we are going to be having the ghost hunting beauties. So make sure
Wait,
you
what?
tune into that. The ghost hunting beauties.
When is that one again?
Thursday, 8 p.m. Central.
Are you sure? Who all's going to
Oh,
be there again?
I'm not going to say it again. Not going to say it again.
Y'all changing y'all's name again?
No, no, we are not. We are not. It's the ghost hunting beauties. We met them in Texas, and
Oh, it's a group. It's an actual group. Sorry. Never
it
mind. I
is.
thought y'all were talking
It
about yourselves.
no, absolutely not. We're the ghosts and grays. We understand that part. We would never put ghost hunting beauties in that. Um, no, but
Get them, Riley.
these ladies are absolute beauties, inside and
Cool.
out. So they're going to be fun.
All right. You met them in Texas. Where are they from, though?
Well, I'll have to look. I met them down in New Brunswick,
Okay. At the San Antonio
but
Paracon?
it's around the San Antonio area. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Because,
they will
hey,
be
I
on our
tell you
show.
what, next week, remember we looked at a certain, there was a photo we got from the Menger Hotel. We looked at it several months back or so. A little shadow figure, if you want to call it, or whatever. And then we thought it was far away. Well, Anthony Sabalos is the guy that his group captured that in the Menger. And I've been talking to him the last couple of weeks. I may bring. He sent me all the other photos of it as well from different angles and such.
Yeah.
So I may bring those up next week.
There's another photo of in the Manger Hotel, and it looks like a cowboy, a shadow figure of a cowboy
Yeah,
up on the floor. So we probably need to bring that back and look at that.
yep,
Um
yeah, got all of them. He sent me
and
several of them of that.
Yeah, and I was in the Manger Hotel and I didn't see a thing. I was disappointed.
Yeah, you sound like me in most of the hotels I go to, thinking they're quote unquote haunted.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
So,
they just
but
don't like
anyway,
me.
but I should have just stayed in the hotel and then, that had been awesome.
Yeah, it's just a cool place to go to. Period.
Right.
So,
All right. Well, with that being said, everybody, don't forget Donnie Cho will be back next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Central. So don't forget him.
yep,
And with that, we'll talk to everybody next week.
we got a big
Bye.
ball pit coming on at 8:30. So, got
Oh gosh, the
Donnie,
ball pit.
possibly Tex will be there. We might maybe have Paul jump in, and we're trying to talk Rob into
Oh,
showing up after that
okay.
Pete
So if
dance.
you're all into sports, there you go. You got your own
Yeah,
sports show.
we got a whole bunch thing going on.
All right. Okay.
All right.
We'll talk to everybody next the next show, which Randy will see in a little while on the ball pit. And
Yep.
good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.